What's good, everyone? It's Nigel here, Trinidad Empowerment Network. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the Dragon's gas field, BRICS, and the new energy order happening worldwide. And I feel like local news don't inform the people of Trinidad and Tobago enough about what's happening globally and how it affects us in Trinidad and Tobago, right? They do you a disservice, essentially. But what happens on a geopolitical scale affects Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean massively. So today I'm going to try and explain to you what's happening in the energy sector in a rapidly shifting global landscape. So energy politics is literally being redefined. We've seen recent events that's put Trinidad and Tobago at a crossroad of major geopolitical realignment. Do we stay with America or do we change course and go somewhere else? And the argument I've always made about staying with America is that we are not sovereign, or we remain sovereign in name only. We see the pressures America put on us or placed on us when we decided to run with the Dragon's gas deal, which resulted in us killing that deal, or resulted in America killing that deal because we do so much trade with America. So to keep you up to date, on May the 7th, which was a few days ago, the Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro, and the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, signed a comprehensive strategic partnership in Moscow. So this agreement emphasizes enhanced cooperation in the energy sector, including joint ventures for oil and gas exploration and expanded oil trading between both countries. So essentially, both nations committed to promoting balanced and stable global energy markets through collaboration with OPEC. That was the agreement, right? So the Gas Exporting Countries Forum and other energy-related organizations explicitly oppose unfair competition. Okay? So the Dragon's gas field, as we know, located in Venezuela's waters near Trinidad, holds an estimated 4 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. 4 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. As we know, Trinidad and Tobago had secured a US license to develop this field. And the aim was obviously to bolster its liquefied natural gas production. However, as we know, in April of 2025, the US revoked these licenses. Their reason for doing so was allegedly concerns over Venezuela's political climate. In my opinion, that was just a convenient excuse. A convenient excuse for America to kill that deal. I say to you on just about every video I do, we are supposed to be a sovereign nation. We are supposed to be in charge of ourselves. Why is America still in charge of us? Anyway, despite the license being revoked, Shell proceeded with a marine survey at the Dragon's gas field. The aim to inform future drilling and pipeline plans, right? This data collection was conducted before the US mandated deadlines to wind down the energy project license between Shell and Trinidad. I say to you guys, and this I find really frustrating, that we are supposed to be a sovereign nation. We are supposed to be a sovereign nation. Why are we still being dictated to? It's not right. It's wrong on every level. However, there's been some serious shifts happening lately. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso, attended the Victory Day celebrations in Moscow a few days ago. His presence underscores Burkina Faso's pivot towards alternative global alliances, including potential engagement with BRICS, with the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. During their meeting, President Maduro, who was also involved in this meeting, expressed his admiration for Captain Traoré, stating he was happy to meet Ibrahim Traoré. Who wouldn't be? I think the man is a fantastic leader. Ibrahim Traoré I'm referring to here. Maduro also praised his leadership and his commitment to defending his country's sovereignty against external pressures. I don't know how many of you have seen the US general deciding that Ibrahim Traoré is not the leader we all think he is. A typical American play here to try and get rid of a fantastic African leader, the best we've seen in decades. So with the Dragon's Gas deal project stalled, Trinidad and Tobago is exploring alternative energy sources, right? Those of you who saw my last video, you saw the Nutmeg gas field in Grenada has emerged as a potential option. A potential option. There is no confirmation that the gas is even commercial. The gas found is even commercial, by the way. And experts have said, even if it is commercially viable, it could take up to 10 to 15 years. And by the way, their reserves is no match for what's been found in the Dragon's Gas field. No match. In the meantime, Grenada has also entered into a 1.8 billion deal with Nigeria and Russian petroleum groups to try and develop its hydrocarbon resources. Try and develop what it potentially has found. So Russia is already in the Caribbean and making a play. They've already got growing influence in the Caribbean energy sector. Russia is already in the Caribbean. Let's see how that plays out with America eventually, if these things do go ahead. So as global alliances shift and new partnerships are formed, Trinidad and Tobago are at the crossroad. They must navigate this complex energy landscape. I don't know if you believe we've got the politicians in place to do that, but I worry. So at this point, we need to be making strategic decisions today, that will shape Trinidad and Tobago's energy security and economic prosperity for years to come. With the loss of the Dragon's Gas deal, we have potentially lost billions because of America and what America decided to do, we follow. We are supposed to be sovereign, aren't we? We are in no way a sovereign nation. Don't be fooled by any politician who refers to Trinidad as sovereign. We are not sovereign. We are still dictated to by America because we rely so much on them. So, I make these videos to try and inform you of what's going on in Trinidad on a geopolitical scale and how it affects us financially. We are at a crossroad and we need to start making decisions now, or we're going to fall foul of whatever decisions America make in future. And under Donald Trump, it appears they are making all the wrong decisions and Trinidad is going to suffer. So what is our current government going to do? Are we going to stick? Or are we going to move? Are we going to stick? Or are we going to move? And I see them making the laziest decisions, and we're going to stick with whatever America does. And we're in for a very, very long 5 years. We need to look at alternatives. We need to look at what's happening between Russia, Venezuela, Africa, the BRICS back. I'm going to keep preaching this. We need to look at BRICS as an alternative. Seriously. Seriously. Don't be fooled by the nonsense coming out to this government right now. The nutmeg field and everything else. There is nothing there for us. This is not going to happen, and this is going to die very, very soon. This conversation on the nutmeg gas field is going to die very, very soon. Very, very soon. Believe me. And even if we do get involved, there's going to be the Russian companies involved in it anyway. So if we're trying to avoid getting involved with Russia because it's going to upset America, well, we're already involved. The Russian companies are already involved in Grenada, in the nutmeg gas field. They are already involved. So we need to look at what's going on here. Burkina Faso is, Ibrahim Traore is getting involved, and we are essentially going to miss out. And we are the closest to Venezuela. It makes more sense for us. It makes more sense for us to try and get involved in this deal, the Dragon's gas field, and try and find a way around America to get this deal back in play. Is it going to happen? Well, it's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely because it appears that we've already quashed that deal. The Prime Minister said as much, and we're now looking to pastures new. Anyway, I hope you've learned something from this video today. Please like, please subscribe. Please tell a friend to tell a friend about Trinidad Empowerment Network work. Let's continue to grow this channel. The bigger we grow, the better it is. The more informed you get, and the more informed I get, the more research I do into these things, and I can bring it to you, and hopefully you can understand a little bit better about what's happening on the geopolitical landscape. For now, God bless, take care, much love, peace.